Imagine buying a house with your young fiancé that you met in college, but instead of starting a marriage on the right foot, you start a life-consuming secret. This is one of the weirdest and most baffling posts I've ever come across. My fiancé won't let me upstairs in our semi-newly purchased home, and I'm starting to get really suspicious. We have had this house now for 8 weeks, and I haven't stepped foot upstairs once since we signed the papers. It's all very confusing. So, some backstory. Me and we'll call her Kelsey have been together for 4 years now. Met in my freshman year of college, her sophomore. We have an extremely close and open relationship, and I tell her everything about my life and what's on my mind. Usually, I feel the same from her, but for lack of a better explanation, there are like trigger topics that Kelsey has always had that just shut her up to any conversation or openness and just make her act completely weird and disjointed. Sometimes even defensive or aggressive. This is usually not a problem because it's typically stuff that doesn't really matter that much, but going upstairs in our home has become one of these topics, and I have no idea why or what's going on up there. I am starting to smell something coming from upstairs too, but I'm not sure if I'm just imagining it because it's barely noticeable. When we got the place on day one, she just cutely declared, "The upstairs is mine," and we laughed about it. I tried to go up there and she kept getting in my way jokingly, remembering me that she had already claimed it. Eventually, I was done with her peacetaking, so I said, "Alright, the upstairs is yours," and quit for the day. A day or two later, I asked her what we are going to do with the rooms upstairs that's windowed faced mostly roof, and she said that it's none of my business, so obviously I pushed a little farther and she said, "We are done with this conversation." She went upstairs, and by that point, I was like uncomfortable following her up there, not having zero idea what was going on. It's been nearly 2 months now, and I still haven't been back up there since we first visited the place. She takes big Amazon packages up there and never brings anything down. With quarantine, she's been spending sometimes half the day up there or more, and I honestly have no idea what happens in any of those rooms. My plan was to sneak into them after the quarantine is over, but I'm like 95% sure she has cameras up there, because she accidentally bought them with our shared Amazon and not her individual Amazon, which I'm assuming she has because whatever big packages she's ordering aren't on our joint one. I could tell she didn't mean to use our joint account because when I asked why she brought them, she seemed to be in shock and got all rigid, telling me they were for her mother. I feel like there should be openness in a marriage, and this whole thing is really freaking me out. The few times Kelsey has been calm about the topic, she's told me that I'm overreacting and that she's trying to do me a favor because whatever is up there would be really upsetting to me anyway. But I keep telling her I don't mind because I'd rather know what it is and be upset because I'm already upset with the current situation, which is hardly addressed anymore. I feel like if I don't take this problem head on, now the upstairs will just be hers forever, and I always be left to wonder, which I am not okay with. Guys, any advice at all would be really honestly appreciated, because I'm at a complete loss now about how to navigate this situation. Thank you all. TLDR, bought a house with my fiancé. She joked the first day that the upstairs was hers. Since then, she actually hasn't allowed me to go upstairs. It's been 2 months and I have no idea what she does up there or why I am not allowed to go or see the second floor. 2 things have been mentioned to me. 1, I've been rude in my responses and non-appreciative of the help I'm receiving. For this, I genuinely am sorry. I'm just hurt and tired right now. None of you deserve attitude for trying to help me. I will work on it. 2, I should mention that the answer I'm looking for is not march upstairs, who cares what she does. I don't want to start my marriage that way, regardless of anyone's opinions. That can't be the right way to build trust. E3. Guys, I'm gonna take a break from this post. I guess I'm just emotional and it's a little too much for me in the current moment. For those offering honest help, thank you so much. I'll be back tonight to read the rest of the messages. Thanks. The most obvious and least interesting explanation is that the post might be fake or made up for attention, because what husband would never go upstairs in 2 months to check the rooms? After all, it's his full right to do so. Some theories that users have pointed out could be that she's doing some illicit activities up there, like banned substances or some underground operation. The faint smell, the big packages that never come back down, the long hours spent upstairs during quarantine, it all kind of fits if she's growing something she shouldn't be growing. Others have pointed out an even more compelling theory, that she is posting and live streaming on adult websites. Strong evidence supporting this are the cameras she bought from Amazon and how shocked she was when her fiancé brought them up. The fact that she spends half the day locked upstairs with no explanation, the packages that never come back down, and her saying whatever is up there would really upset him, it starts to make a lot of sense if she's doing cam work or OnlyFans type content and doesn't want him to know. There's also a darker theory that came up about illegal animal breeding. What people usually mean by that is that she might be raising restricted or exotic animals up there, things that are illegal or heavily regulated to own or breed, like certain big cats, rare reptiles or other animals that need a lot of space, secrecy and supplies. That would explain the big packages going up and never coming down, the faint smell, the cameras, and why she claimed it would be really upsetting for him to see. And of course, the classic possibility that the whole thing is just a fake story made up for rage bait engagement. The user doesn't have any other posts, so it's hard to say if this is real or not. He might have come off Reddit completely because he seemed angry with people telling him to just go and check the rooms. If this is real, I believe the reason is that he fears what he might find up there and decided to prolong his waiting by posting on Reddit and making different theories on what could be going on. That's the part that sits with me the most. What do you think is actually upstairs? Cam girl setup, grow operation, something with animals? Or is the whole story fake? Drop your most disturbing theory in the comments. I want to hear it. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.